92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You want to know if you're absolutely terrible at dating? This is the one way to do it. Second date updates again. If you go out with someone and they blow you off and you want to find out why, just email us. We'll call them for you to get to the bottom of the problem. We've got Becky on the phone right now. She emailed us about a guy named Xavier. Hi, Becky.
Hi, Jubal.
What's going on?
Congratulations, Brooke, also.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I dated a lot before I found one to get married to, so don't you worry. I had a lot of no callbacks in my life.
Yeah. Unless the issue with Xavier was that you told him you wanted to get married right away, then we didn't even need to call him.
Hey, I'm trying to make her feel better about the situation, all right? I've been there. That's all I'm saying, Becky. I've been there. What happened?
So I met Xavier last week at church, and we went out one night, and we went to dinner, and it was a great dinner. I mean, he was just so sweet. He paid for dinner and everything, and we went back to his house afterwards, and
prayed all night, didn't you?
Okay. Right. We didn't do it,
yeah, but
which is something that I really didn't want to do, but we did do a little more than kissing.
A little dry hump action.
It was really weird because at some point he just stopped and kind of stopped the whole thing and was like, I gotta go, I gotta be somewhere tomorrow morning. So I was like, okay, well, and he was like, yeah, I'll give you a call. And I don't know, it's been like a week now, and I'm just wondering what happened.
Okay. Have you tried to get a hold of him?
No, because if he wants to date me, I would assume that he would call me. I kind of want to be courted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could he have had a midnight church service that he was going to? Prayer circle?
Lydia got it, didn't she? And you're upset because you weren't invited. Okay, Becky, we're going to call him right after this. We're going to ask him why he hasn't called you or anything.
Okay.
You'll get your second date update next.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Becky emailed us about a guy that she went on a date with who she met at church. His name's Xavier. They had dinner, went back to his place and kind of fooled around a little bit. And then in, I don't know, a certain point, you feel like he got freaked out, Becky?
I don't think he got freaked out. I hope not.
He just stopped what you guys were doing and said he had to go.
Right.
Okay.
And then he was a good kisser. You'd kiss him again.
Oh, Yes, he's a great kisser.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you're into it. Becky's into it.
Okay, we're going to call him right now.
Hello.
I was looking for Xavier.
This is he.
Hey, man, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Oh, yeah, I know you, man, but you're the prank guy.
Yeah, I am. I'm
oh,
the prank.
Nah, man, I don't want it, man.
I don't want it.
This is not how a phone tap usually starts. I don't usually introduce myself right off the bat. I'm calling about something else, Xavier. I just want to ask you if you know a girl named Becky.
Yeah, she looks good. I know Becky.
Okay.
She looks good.
Yeah, I know Becky.
You met Becky at church, right? Like you guys went on a date a week ago?
Yeah, we hung out once. We had drinks. We had a little bite to eat. Got to know each other. Did our thing. You know what I mean?
I like you, Xavier. There's no question about you're not even asking why we're calling. You're just like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah, why?
My question to you is, why haven't you called her back after you guys went out?
Oh,
Now you're hesitant.
no, man. It just wasn't. It just wasn't right. Sometimes Yeah.
Xavier.
Xavier, sometimes yeah is not an answer.
Here's the deal. Help Becky to understand maybe what went wrong so that she can learn from it.
I don't want to talk bad about nobody. She's so sweet.
Okay.
But I think she got commitment issues. She might be seeing somebody else. She's got,
Xavier, let me stop you right there. What do you mean commitment issues and attachment issues and all that?
Okay, so we making out, we're doing our thing, whatever. I get down around her back a little lower. She had a tattoo of this dude's name on her back.
Oh.
Like she's a pirate. Like she's a sailor.
She's a sailor.
She's a pirate.
Okay, so she had a tattoo of another dude's name on her. And is that when you stopped making out with her, when you saw that?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm like, whose property is this? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, what? You know what?
I'm sorry. Wait. That's why you haven't called me back?
Hello?
Xavier, that's Becky. She's on the phone with us right now. Go ahead, Becky. Ask him a question.
So you just saw my tattoo on my back, and that's why you didn't call me back, because I had a name on there.
Yeah, somebody else's name. Like, what's that about? And that's only just what I saw. What other names you got all over your body?
Well,
Xavier.
You know, first of all, maybe you should ask me what it meant. Yeah, it's a guy's name, but it's my grandfather's name. That meant a lot to me.
Ooh.
Becky, did you get your grandfather's name tattooed on your ass?
It's not directly on my ass.
It is like
Somewhere
up
kinda
on your.
hidden
It's like
because-
up on your ass. And tell me why is that? You know what I mean? Like that's just weird in itself.
That's a little strange,
yeah.
Becky.
Yeah,
That
a
is a
lower
lot.
back tattoo of a family member. Normally, those are known as tramp stamps. I don't know why you would put a family
Yeah.
member on your lower back.
That's a little odd.
I don't think it is. You know, my grandfather meant a lot to me, and
Okay.
that's. I mean, it's somewhere hidden. I didn't want it to be somewhere just blatantly out in the open.
Becky,
man.
how would you feel if Xavier had his grandmother's name tattooed on his ass?
I get what you guys are saying, but it wasn't on my ass. It's not on my ass. It's a little bit above.
Yeah.
It's just above there.
little touchy.
It's more tasteful than that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, the show will pay for you guys to go on a second date if you want to. Becky, would you want to go out on a second date with Xavier?
Yeah, I would want to go out on a second date, but I just hope that next time, if he has an issue, he would just ask me.
Is that all the tattoos you got? I mean, I don't
No,
expect nothing
I
else.
have one more that's behind my neck. It's my mom.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
saw that one. That's cute though.
He likes that. All right. Xavier, knowing now that it's her grandfather's name and it's not completely on her ass.
Oh, man, I don't know. It's really close to her ass, yo.
Hey, Xavier, think of it this way. It says a lot that family is important to her.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Xavier, you play your cards right. Your name could be the next one on her ass.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Here's a question for everybody in the room. Is it creepy to go take pictures of girls and then ask them out on a date?
Yes. How are you even asking that? Not maybe. There's no maybe involved
I think
in that.
that's a great way to do it. And that's how John, who's on the phone for a second date update today, got his date, just taking some pictures and then asked a girl out. And she said yes. John, I think you and I need to hang out occasionally.
no.
Seems like our dating styles are similar.
Well, hold on. You're making me sound as creepy as you are, and that's not how this is at all.
What are you talking about? Your email said that you were taking some pictures and then you asked a girl out on a date.
Right, but you're doing it probably in a trench coat sitting in the corner on your phone. I'm a professional wedding photographer.
that
Whatever.
makes sense.
Tomato. It's your job.
So
Who
it's
cares?
It's a little bit different.
You were still taking pictures of her and asked her out.
Yeah. I hope it wasn't the bride.
No. It was one of the bridesmaids.
Okay.
That's actually, I mean, thinking about it, so you're a wedding photographer and the girl that you want to call today, that's where you met her. Was at one of the weddings that you were shooting?
Exactly.
Okay.
I gotta-
That's actually a good job because you're there taking pictures. A lot of single girls, a lot of sad girls because they're not getting married. Perfect
I have-
opportunity to pounce.
I
John.
have dated a lot of photographers, and there is something sexy about a man with a camera in his hand.
Well, first of all, thank you, but I have never done this before. It's never happened. I try and be professional when I do it, but this one was just kind of different.
Okay. What was different about her?
She was just so cool. Her name was Casey, and like I said, I always try and be professional, but while the family was trying to figure out what picture they wanted next, and they were trying to get one of the grandparents and getting everybody together, she and I were just kind of chatting, and I wasn't hitting on her. We were just kind of talking about things, and she was just really, really fun.
So when did you ask her out? At the end of the wedding or?
Yeah, it was at the very end. But the thing is, I was packing up my equipment and everything was kind of shutting down, and she came over to say goodbye. And since she approached me, I kind of took a deep breath and I said, I don't know if this is okay or appropriate, but I would really love to grab dinner with you. And
That's awesome.
she said definitely, and we exchanged phone numbers, and it seemed great.
Okay.
It turns out that it's actually just a big ploy for the bride to get a discount on her photos. How did dinner go?
Well, that's the issue. So we talked about it that night and kind of said, well, how about next Saturday? And she said, sure. And I said, I'll text you a time and a place.
So you actually made plans to meet up at the wedding?
Yeah. I mean, we picked the day. We just didn't pick the place because I didn't know where I was going to be coming from. I had some stuff to do during the day, but I texted her on Friday and said, hey, this restaurant at this time, I can't wait to see you. And the thing is, she didn't text back, but I thought maybe she was busy or doing something. So I actually went to the restaurant the next day, and she never showed up.
Okay,
sucks.
so she stood you up.
That's weird.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Were you guys texting beforehand at all, or you just were waiting?
No, because I was just trying to be like casual about it, and I didn't want to start all this stuff like a high school girl and be like, hey, what are you thinking about?
Yeah.
I thought I'd wait till Saturday night and go from there.
Okay, and when she didn't show up to the restaurant, did you try to get a hold of her then? Like, hey, I thought we made plans?
Well, no, because I didn't want her to ask me if I actually showed up.
Oh, so you didn't want her to
I
know that
see.
you showed up and waited for her like a little puppy dog.
Exactly.
Have you tried to contact her at all since then?
No.
Nothing.
No, because like I said, if I don't know how to lead in with anything other than, hey, what happened on Saturday?
Are you sure you had a date with her?
Yeah, I'm positive. I am positive. We exchanged numbers, and we definitely had plans. She said she would meet me there.
I mean, by the end of the wedding, I've been a bridesmaid many times. I wouldn't have ever called myself sober at the end of the night. Was she just maybe too wasted and she didn't remember?
I don't think so, because I even thought about that, but she seemed fine. There were some other people there that didn't seem fine, but I think she was okay.
For her to approach you at the end of the wedding and then start
Yeah.
up a conversation sounds like she actually liked you.
Yeah,
It's
that's
weird
great.
that she's just blowing you off and hasn't said anything to you at all.
Exactly. That's what I don't understand.
Okay.
So is it going to be strange when we call her? Are you going to want to admit that you waited at the restaurant?
Is it going to be strange? Absolutely. But I listen to you guys all the time, and I'm like, you know what? If it's going to be weird, I'm at least going to let my friends help me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's going to be weird, you might as well do it here. It can't be weirder than some of the stuff that we've heard. All right, well, we're going to play a song.
But if I can request, I think Brooke should do most of the talking because it'll be a lot more smooth that way.
Oh, girl,
Girl to
No
girl.
offense. No offense. I'm just saying.
All right, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks so much, guys.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for the second date update, John is on the phone. He's a wedding photographer. Was taking some pictures at a wedding, ended up striking up a conversation with a beautiful young bridesmaid named Casey. They agreed to go out the next week, and then the night before he was like, hey, we still meeting up at the restaurant? Didn't hear anything back. So he actually decided to show up to the restaurant that they agreed to go to, and she never showed. Hasn't heard anything from her since. Hey, John.
Hey.
While I got you on the phone, real quick, I want to book you for a gig, since I know you do this kind of stuff. I'm going to be doing a shoot in my bedroom at around 3 o'clock this afternoon. I want to see if you might come take pictures of that. You probably do that kind of work all the time, right?
Not for people like you. Even photographers have to have standards.
It'll be great. It'll be just me and you, and then I'll pay you by the minute because I'm not sure how long it's going to take me. All right, man. We're about to call Casey. You ready? Any last thoughts before we dial her phone number?
No, I'm just nervous.
I mean, this is the first time you've ever hit on somebody at a wedding.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'll dial the phone number right now.
Hello,
Hi, is Casey there?
this is Casey.
Hey, Casey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From the radio?
Yes, sir. From the radio. How you doing?
No, it's not.
Yes.
That would be
Yeah, it
awesome
is.
if it wasn't.
Listen to all these. Look, that's Brooke. That's Jose laughing over there.
Casey, it really
And this is me.
Oh, this is weird. Okay, hi.
You're the one that made it weird by not believing it was me. Any idea why I'm calling you?
Not a clue.
You recently scheduled a date with a guy named John, who you met at your friend's wedding. He was taking pictures of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, John emailed us and told us all about meeting you. Said you guys had a date scheduled for a Saturday at a restaurant, and you never showed up.
Oh my God.
Is there any particular reason why you blew him off?
It just wasn't what I thought.
How do you know the date wasn't what you thought if you didn't go?
Not the date so much as the situation wasn't what I thought.
Do you mean like he wasn't even paid to be a photographer at your friend's wedding? He was just some creep who showed up taking pictures?
What? No, like he was a photographer, yes.
Oh, damn. I had made that up in my head. It was going to be so much better.
No, he was the photographer at my friend's wedding, yes.
Okay.
Did you not understand that he was like hitting on you and it was going to be a date?
No, he did ask me out, and I did say yes.
Okay, so you wanted to go out with him.
I did at the time, yes.
What happened between you guys agreeing to go out and then the actual day for your guys' date?
So after he asked me out, I was telling a few of my friends at the wedding that the photographer had asked me out.
Yeah.
And that I had said that I would go. And one of the bridesmaids said, "Are you serious?" Because he asked me out too.
Shut up.
What?
So he asked one of the other bridesmaids out as well?
Yeah.
So did you get the vibe that he was just, that's what he does, takes pictures and asks girls out?
Well, that's what I was wondering at that point. And I mean, like, if he's, a photographer at weddings all the time, is this just what he does?
Did your friend go out with him?
I actually don't know what happened with him. As soon as she told me that he had asked her out, I got a weird vibe, and I was done.
So,
Oh, man.
so he's just running around the wedding asking every girl he possibly can out on a date.
I mean, that's what it seems like, yeah.
We talked to him about meeting you, and he said that he never hits on girls at weddings. He made it a point to say that.
Yeah.
Well, he's obviously a liar.
And you sure this girl's telling you the truth?
I don't think that she would have any reason to lie. Yeah, I think she was telling the truth. So I didn't want to go out with him after that because it's just that's creepy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd understand that. That turned me off too.
Yeah.
So you didn't show up for your date because you feel like John was a creep.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is when I should tell you that John, the creepy photographer guy, is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
But hold on. I wanted to try and jump in when I heard you say I was talking to another bridesmaid. Like, I don't know if my phone wasn't on or whatever, but like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't ask anybody else out.
Why would someone make that up then? Why would someone tell me that?
I have no idea. I didn't even talk to that many people. Like, and you said another one of the bridesmaids?
Yeah, Allison.
Is she the one that said she's a waitress?
Yes.
Okay, listen. She said where she worked, and I said, I've heard of that place. That's all I said. I don't know if she thinks that means a date. I was just making small talk because I'm at a wedding for 3 hours.
Are you lying or are you being serious right now, John?
No, I promise you, it was just conversation. We're just standing there.
Yeah, but why would she say specifically that you asked her out? Like, I know her. Like, she doesn't, misunderstand things like that.
Okay, the only thing I can think of is this. I said, if I go there, I can have a drink. But I did not say, we will have a drink. Like, we implies that we will be together.
Hey, Casey.
Sometimes it's sad and I drink by myself.
Casey, let me ask you this. Your friend, there are girls like this, there are guys like this too, that whenever somebody of the opposite sex talks to them and asks them anything about what they do, they're like, oh my God, he's hitting on me. Is she one of those type of girls, or is John a pervert?
She's not.
That's so weird. So, John, do you have her phone number? Like, could you call the Allison girl right now?
No, I don't know her last name. Honestly, I didn't even remember who she was until you said her name.
Do you believe him, Casey?
I don't know.
But did you have a good time when we were talking?
Did I have a good time when we were talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sure, it was a nice conversation, of course. I wouldn't have said yes to the date if I didn't have a good time when we were talking.
Did all the other girls that you were talking to have a good time too, John?
Exactly.
Right?
Didn't I say Brooke was supposed to do all the
Casey, would you like to go on a second date with John? We will pay for it.
I think I want to check in with Allison and talk to her about this before I say yes.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
John, are you okay with that? If Casey checks in with her friend to make sure that you're not being a pervert?
I'm not okay with you calling me a perv again and again. But yeah, I think I'm okay with her talking to Allison. I just hope Allison like is honest with her and remembers the truth.
Remembers the.
So you're already setting it up to call Allison a liar.
Yeah.
You realize that, John?
No, I just like I said. I mean, people at wedding receptions drink, and I think she might have saw something that wasn't there. But like I said,
now it sounds like you're backpedaling. It sounds like you're backpedaling so hard. Like if she tells the truth,
no,
she's not drunk.
I don't have her phone number. Like I didn't try and like establish more communication. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Good point.
Okay, that's a no for me. John,
Oh.
it sounds like you're trying to cover up a lie or you're trying to, cover your ass. I mean, it's a no.
Oh my gosh, John, you just talked yourself out of a date.
Yeah.
What happened, buddy?
Casey, I'm telling you, if we sat and talked, we would have a good time. And I felt something when we were talking before, and I promise you, I would love to get to know you better and not anyone else.
No.
But I really don't think you need to talk to Allison about it.
Yeah, of course not. Because you asked Allison out.
Oh my gosh, own it, John.
No, it's not that. I'm telling you, I think she saw what she wanted to see, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, sure, John.
Wasn't there because she said no when you asked her out.
She didn't say no.
Oh, so she said yes, John?
No, she didn't say anything. There was no question.
Yeah.
There was no question involved.
Oh, poor John.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
All right, we got an email from a woman named Michelle who wants to do a second date update today. And Michelle must be calling us from the 1990s.
Why?
Because she met a cute guy at a laundromat.
Oh my God. Did she also send you an email from her AOL account?
Probably. Let me guess, Michelle, you both listened to your Walkman together, and then you bought matching tracksuits, took the subway home, and watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on TiVo.
Oh, you were spying on us. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew it. Well, that sounds like a cute story. So what's the name of this guy that you met?
His name is Ryder.
Oh,
Writer.
man. Already,
Wow.
writer.
Well, he's not
Dude.
from the 90s, that's for sure.
I'd date a writer, too. I mean, I get it. You don't even have to know about him.
So tell us about how you met Ryder.
Yeah, I mean, we met at a laundromat. It was very much like a meet cute because I needed quarters and the change machine wasn't working.
Always.
Yeah, and I got frustrated, and this cute guy noticed and asked if he could help. And he was like, well, I have quarters if you have cash. So, I really only brought $1, but I needed 6 quarters.
Oh, no. Man. So now you're a poor laundromat girl.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was like, I have this $1, and he smiled at me, and he gave me 6 quarters, and then he pointed at me, and he was like, you owe me. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Oh, my gosh.
I hope you were like, do you have a roll of quarters in your pocket? Or
I don't know about this.
That is actually adorable.
Is it?
It
Is it really?
I like it.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God,
I feel
Ryder,
like
and he had the perfect amount of quarters, and he was
it's
there
too
at the
perfect
right
is what it
time.
is, Brooke.
What
Who
are you
cares?
saying?
Just let us enjoy life,
No,
Jeffrey.
I don't know if it's from doing this show too much, but we've heard so many of these dating stories. I
jaded.
immediately have PTSD about this. I feel like
All
there
right,
must be ulterior
Jeffrey?
motives with this. I feel like I'm going to
Calm
screw this up,
down.
Michelle.
Calm
Honestly, I
down.
feel like I'm going to screw this up for you. And if I talk with you, then he must have some weird motive, like he wanted to
We get it.
meet
We get
you
it.
and like wash your panties for you in there or something like that. Whatever he's up to. Michelle, you know what I'm saying? You deserve better, Michelle, okay?
He just gave her 2 extra quarters, Jeffrey.
No, I'm saying you deserve to have a host who's not jaded like me, who's actually open to real love and a real love story. So you know what? I'm reclusing myself from this second date update.
Jeff,
I'm going to leave the room. Brooke, you know what, Brooke? You take over.
No, he's
literally
leaving.
He's so dumb.
Jeff, you
Why is this? Okay,
Yeah, come back.
and
Oh my
he
God.
left the room, but that's
shut the
fine.
door.
That's fine. I am so into your story right now.
Wow.
How did you guys go out on a date? I don't care about Jeffrey's issues.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I did my laundry, and then he comes over to me, and he gives me his card, and he's like, you know, when you're ready to repay me, you can buy me a beer.
Okay, now I'm leaving. This guy's setting you up. No, I'm kidding. No. That's cute, actually.
So you actually called him, because that's always a nervous point. Like,
yeah.
you know, do I actually do it? Did you text him? You called him?
Well, look who's walked back in the door.
Okay, listen, you guys keep interrupting her story. I know Jeffrey is back, okay? They're going for a beer now. That's where we're at, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's going
Really?
Yeah. It's just a beer, dude. It's just a beer.
He's mad.
Like, oh man, you must have been traumatized, because this is like, I feel like a very normal story, and
It really is, Jeff. Let her.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sure it was very romantic.
We're,
What did you do?
we're at the bar now.
Okay, so we're at the bar, and we have a really good time. Turns out that we both really love movies, and so we talked a lot about Parasite, because that was like both of our favorite
yeah.
movies
I still
within the
haven't
past
seen
year.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. You have to see it. It's so good. So we talked a lot about that, and then, I mean, he ends up spending the night at my place.
Oh, okay. So we went from Parasite right back to your place.
Hey.
Like, oh, you like
Yeah.
movies, I like movies, let's sleep together.
Parasite got you going. Isn't that like a horror movie where people are sewed together?
I wouldn't call it a horror movie,
Okay.
but it's very good. Okay, you have to see
Okay,
it.
wait. How did you guys get back to your place? Did you invite him?
Yeah, I did, yeah. I mean, it just felt right. It did feel right.
Did
you
it?
know, it just, yeah.
Jeff is not shocked
All
that
right.
you guys slept together at all.
So how was it? I mean, you don't have to give us all the details, but...
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but I had a great time.
Good. Okay.
Best 2 minutes of your life, I'm guessing?
All right.
Oh, maybe I need to leave the room again.
No. Stay here.
Sorry, keep going, Michelle. Tell me more about...
Aren't you glad that he didn't kill me or something? Like, just be happy.
That would be different from at least all the other dates that we've heard, so I would have taken that, but that's okay.
Yeah, you'd be talking to a ghost.
Yeah, how would she be on the phone?
Now that would be a
Okay.
cool second
You
date
guys.
update.
Okay.
But let's go back to this. Okay, so you slept with him, and then what?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so then in the morning, I woke up, and just like a dumb rom-com, he was gone. So, yeah.
Did he tell you beforehand? I mean, he did hand you a business card that he had work in the morning.
No, it really wasn't discussed. It was a big bummer. So it was such a cute, like, little meeting, and, like, our date was really nice, and everything was really nice. So I was sort of worried he was kind of like a player, which is why I'm turning to you guys. I need a little bit of help through
I
this.
think Jeff agrees with that statement.
I mean, I kind of do too. Not
I
as
don't
intense
know.
as Jeff,
I
but
mean-
he kind
No.
of got what he quote unquote wanted, and then now he moved.
I'm
on.
sure he'll, find you at the airport and go past security, meet you at the gate, stop you from boarding a plane, play like a boombox outside of your window till you fall in love. But I won't know until we call him. So let's play a song. We'll come back and we'll get your second date update. Okay, Michelle?
Okay.
All right, if you're just tuning in for the second date update, I probably need to apologize.
Yeah.
Because an incident happened in the first part there where I got so upset I had to leave the room.
Yeah.
And it's not because of anything our listener Michelle did. She sounds lovely, actually.
Yeah, she does.
And she met a guy at a laundromat when the change machine happened to be broken. It's just that I've been so jaded by this show. Like, I've heard so many of these cheesy, rom-com-y love stories on the second dates, and I just don't buy it anymore.
Oh, Jeff, you
That's
gotta
just-
still
you
have
gotta
faith in love, bro.
Hope is important in life,
I know,
you know?
but
All it takes
especially
is
whenever
one.
we call a guy, because we'll call them, it turns out, oh, they set up some elaborate, like, shady scheme to trick women into thinking that they've had this romantic chance encounter, and then they manipulate their emotions to slide into their DMs, and next thing you know, he's spending the night not calling her back, which, surprise, he did.
Yeah, I
And his name is
know.
Ryder.
Okay.
So, no
see-
surprise there.
There are a lot of red flags here. I understand, but
with you on that
I'm
one,
just
Jeff.
pushing by him. Pushing by him. I'm looking at the positive.
You're cool with
Jeffrey.
men manipulating women just to sleep with them. That's what you're saying.
as long as the women are okay being manipulated,
All right.
I suppose.
Brooke is pro-manipulation.
I am not.
But anyway, I'm sorry, Michelle, for getting so heated. I want good things to happen for you.
Thank you.
No, it's not. I genuinely want good things to happen for you. I'm just worried because whenever we do calls like this, there's always some weird thing that the guy has in his back pocket. Yeah. It's like he's done this 20 times over the last week.
Yeah, but here's the thing. She's the one that invited this guy to her house. He didn't invite her over.
All you need is for it to work one time, for them to have one genuine connection and find love, and that's what we're here for, Jeff.
Okay, no,
That's a lot of pressure.
I know.
It is 1 in a million.
We were just going for a second date, so don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
So I am sorry, Michelle, okay?
No, I am sorry that I triggered you in a very specific way.
Yeah. Very specific. In the laundromat way. Michelle, do you think he's not calling you back just because he's a one and done type of dude, or what?
I hope not, because I feel like I have pretty good instincts in that way, and this felt so genuine. I'd have to re-examine everything that I already know about men. Do you know what I mean?
Well, all I know is that you're either going to be calling a psychologist after this, or I'm probably going to have to go to one, depending on what he says.
That should probably happen anyway.
Yeah.
That sounds like it, actually.
I guess I do need to talk to someone.
Not very stable around here, Jeff.
All right, but let's knock this out first. I'm going to dial Ryder's phone number. You ready?
I am.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ryder, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Ryder. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. You have a second to talk with us?
You're from what?
Radio show?
Who are you?
I'm Brooke. I'm here too. And Jose is also here.
Yes.
Hey, what's up?
We are a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay, yeah.
I just got to say, Ryder, you have a very masculine, manly voice.
What?
Thanks.
Did you forget your meds this morning or something?
You're all over the place, Jeffrey.
I'm just
What's going on?
I'm trying to get to know Ryder a little bit because I have something very intimate to ask you, and I want to build good rapport.
Why would you say it that way?
I kind of want to leave now.
Hey, this is weird.
Ryder, it's not that weird. It's something we do on our show all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we're doing here is called a second date update. That's where if you go on a date with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email our show and we'll call the person to try and figure out why.
Mm-hmm.
So someone emailed us about you.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Been on any dates lately, bro?
I know. Just even that okay sounds like you have a couple of options that came to mind.
Do you remember going on a date with a woman named Michelle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You met Michelle at the laundromat, and that was cool. That was good.
Yeah, Michelle told us about how it all played out.
Did she tell you all of it?
Well, she told us what she knew from her perspective, that you guys met when the laundry change machine wasn't working.
Fine.
Okay. And
that was fine.
You spotted her 2 extra quarters for her laundry and said that she owed you a beer. So you guys went out and got a beer.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're wondering why you're not calling Michelle back after you guys spent the night together.
Yeah, it was a strange happening.
What was strange about it?
So I slept over, and then, I don't know, it was around like maybe 1:30 or so.
Uh-huh.
I wake up, and I'm just getting, like, pummeled.
What do you mean pummeled?
Pummeled, like punched?
Like she had a boyfriend that walked in or something?
Oh, wow.
No, like, she's, like, tossing elbows.
Aggressive sleeper?
What do you mean?
Bad dream?
She's just, like, smashing me with her elbows.
Okay.
While you're sleeping?
Well, yeah, while I'm sleeping, and then I wake up, and like 2 or 3 times she just smashed me with her elbows, and eventually I was just like, what are you doing? Stop! And then she just sat straight up, and she just like looks me straight in the eyes, and she just says, "You get what you deserve."
What?
What?
Wait, she was awake? I thought she was just like sleeping and doing this in her sleep.
Yeah, and then I started like reacting vocally, and she just hits me with "You get what you deserve," and then just like relaxes and passes back out.
Oh my God. Why would she say that?
I don't know, man. I just got out of there.
Yeah.
Don't you want to like ask her like why she did that to you?
Not really.
You're scared of her.
Yeah, I don't know if she's got some issues going on or something, or if that's just like what she's into, and she just brings people back and then beats them up. But
Oh, so you think that she was hitting you on purpose?
I don't know.
Maybe I was wrong about this whole call. Maybe the creep isn't Ryder. Maybe the creep's Michelle.
Uh-oh, Jeffrey.
But there was a creep for you,
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Well, you know what?
Someone's creepy here.
Let's find out, because Ryder, I need to tell you that Michelle's actually been on the other line listening, and she heard everything that you said.
What are you talking about? No, she's not.
No, she is. She's actually been on the other line. Michelle, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
God, you sound so sweet.
I mean, I don't remember any of that. Like, I'm so sorry if I hurt you. But also, like, why didn't you tell me that? Why didn't you wake me up?
It sounds like he did. I mean, Ryder, were her eyes open when she said that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
like
was creepy.
sometimes it seems like I'm awake, but I'm actually fully asleep. I have no memory of this. That feels so crazy.
I don't know if that would hold up in a court of law.
I mean, I don't know if that freaks me out more that you don't know if you're awake or not. I mean, like, what else can you do in your sleep?
Yeah.
I have never hit anyone to my knowledge in my sleep before, and I do not think I hope it will never happen again. But, like, also, you should have texted me and been like, hey, remember when you hit me in your sleep? And then I would have been like, no.
What? That sounds like a
Maybe you should have communicated.
Yeah,
No, I
Michelle,
wouldn't say anything.
I don't think we can victim blame on this
Yeah.
one. I don't think that's
Yeah.
his fault.
Why didn't you ask me why I beat you up?
Yeah, I mean, when I said you get what you deserve, like,
Yeah, maybe there's something deeper here that you don't even know about, Michelle, because you said you get what you deserve.
I was probably dreaming about an ex or something. You know what I mean?
okay, that's not making the situation better, Michelle. Yeah.
How many exes have you beat up?
Yes.
None, but I have wanted to, of course.
Man.
I mean, Ryder, you've got to believe her, right? She sounds so sincere.
This feels insane. Like, somebody telling me that I did this. Like, again, like, I apologize, but also, like, don't you think you're blowing this a little bit out of proportion? Like, come on.
You hit me, like, right in the eye.
Scarred.
I mean, it's not like you got a black eye or anything, right, Ryder?
Are you blind in that eye now?
No, it wasn't that bad, but it still, like, hurt a bunch.
No, I'm sure it was really scary. And I am so sorry. Do you forgive me?
I mean, I'm not sure if I can, like, trust you if I sleep over again or something, you know?
Maybe wear a helmet in bed.
Yeah,
Make sure it's fine.
a football helmet.
No, but for real, Ryder, think about it. You guys, I mean, you had a real connection with her, right? Like, your plan was to go on another date prior to the elbow to the eyes.
Well, I don't know about that, but at least hook up again.
Okay.
All right. Well,
That's romantic.
in that case, I would like to offer you, Ryder, to go on another date with Michelle, and we'll pay for it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that a yes?
That was the.
What does that mean? You want to do it?
I guess.
What do you have in, like, a day lunch?
You know what? Honestly, it feels like you're bribing him to date me, and that feels awful.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of the whole
Well,
point
yeah,
of the
I mean,
segment. I don't know.
We always
Michelle.
offer to pay. It's not just this situation.
Yeah, but the way he said yes to that just to get, like, a free lunch is, like, I don't know. That feels bad.
So you don't want to date now? Is that what you're saying, Michelle?
It sort of seems like he's kind of a wussy if he can't handle this. I'm not a big person, you know?
I'm sorry I didn't fight you when you were asleep.
I don't think that's
Me too.
Sorry I didn't sleep fight you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll take lunch for two if that's the option.
No, Ryder, that's not how it works, man. So I'm sorry, no second date for either of you, but it sounds like, Michelle, you didn't want one anyway now, so.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I enjoyed our time together. I'm sorry you're missing out on more of me.
All right. Well, have a good one.
All right. You see, this is how love should go. Severe disappointment and just a teensy bit of physical assault.
Oh, my God. Now it's back to normal.
There we go. I love it.
Moving 92.5.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
A great place to meet somebody is at a concert.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're trying to have conversation. It's like, hey, what's your name? Did you say Jessica? Mary? Hey, nice boobs. What'd you say? I said I saw an interesting story in the news. We could talk. Not being able to talk to people is great. That's where Cora met the guy that she wants to call today for a second date update. They met at a concert and apparently had a conversation much like that, I'm assuming. What's up, Cora? How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Good. So you met, what's his name, Todd? You met him at a concert?
Yeah. About a week and a half ago, I went to a concert that my friend took me to, and basically it was loud, like you said, but I kind of wasn't digging the band, so I snuck off to the back where it was a bit quieter.
Uh-huh.
And he was there too, and we kind of were just having a beer together and not enjoying the show together.
How did not really, so he didn't like the show either?
Weird.
No, that's how we kind of started talking.
Oh,
and,
okay.
he was really nice. He was a good guy. We talked for a while.
I love that. Crappy music always brings people together. That's why people love our station so much.
That's true. That's what I was going to ask you. Did he come up and approach you, or so
He
that
was standing kind of right beside me, and we just started talking.
this show sucks? What do you think? Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
So he asked you, I assume, out on a date at the end of the night.
Yeah. We had to get back to his friends, so he just asked me for my number and sent me a text that night.
Okay, and what'd you guys do on your date?
Well, that's the thing. He was texting me, and all the way up to like the day of, a few hours before, I was getting ready, and he just texted me, and he's saying that he had to push it because he was sick. So he was really apologetic, but he wanted to push it by a few days.
Okay. So when did you finally end up going out?
We haven't gone yet. Every day or so, he checks in with me, and he texts me, but he just says, I'm still sick. I got to wait a bit more. I haven't kicked this thing yet. He just keeps postponing it. So he keeps talking, and he's really nice about it, but I don't know what he's sick with, but...
Yeah. So why do you want to do a second date update now when you haven't even gone out on a date? Don't you want to wait and see if you actually get to go out with the guy?
Well, it just seems weird that he's making plans for the next day, and he keeps canceling it. It just seems like, I don't know what's up. It's just something strange, and I want to get to the bottom of it.
Cora, do you think that he's lying to you about the sickness?
I mean, something's up, but why would he keep texting me?
Yeah.
How long has it been going on?
It's been almost 2 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it was so nice talking to him. He just seemed like a genuinely normal, nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even looking at the concert. He just seemed really interested. And
Well, yeah, but also you got to think about it. He said he didn't like the concert, so there's no reason to really look at the concert.
I've just been thinking about why he would keep pushing, What could it be? Is he in a relationship? Is that kind of ending right now and he's waiting till it's completely over? Or is he going through a difficult time?
Yeah, the relationship thing's not necessarily a bad idea. He could be trying to break up with somebody and it's like, I'm not ready to go out yet, or I'm sick,
If that's the case, he should just tell me that, or just not text me at all instead of making up an excuse over and over again of being sick. I'm starting to get worried for him.
It is weird when you're talking to somebody and then they seem like they're really into you and they want to see you, but then they keep blowing you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels, I don't know, I'm starting to take it personally,
And you haven't actually heard his voice to hear if he's sick. You've only been texting with him.
Yeah, just been texting. I feel weird phoning him after all.
I feel bad. We call him and he's like, oh.
Yeah. Or just the doctor's answer. This is Todd's phone. He's currently in a coma.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call him, and find out why he won't meet up with you.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, we'll get your second date update right after this.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Call now to win a $1,000 cash crate.
1-866-MOVE-IT 92.5.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second part of the second date update, Cora is on the phone with us, and she wants to call a guy named Todd today. They met at a concert, bonded over how crappy the concert was, exchanged numbers, even planned a date, but they haven't actually gone out on a date yet because the dude keeps texting her, be like, hey, can we push it back? I'm not feeling real well. I'm under the weather. And he's done that for 2 weeks now, so she's wondering what's going on. One of the things that she's thinking is maybe he's currently in a relationship and trying to break that off before he actually goes out with somebody else. Cora, if that happens, I want you to promise me something.
Okay.
So if we call him right now and a girl answers the phone and it's his fiance, Janae,
It's not Janae's fault, Jubal.
I want you to promise me a cat fight. Can you do that for me?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If she answers, I just want you to be like, who this?
Yeah.
Why you messing with my man, Janae?
my God, I hope it doesn't happen.
Can you promise me that, please?
All right, you got it.
All right,
No,
sweet.
what are you doing, Cora? No, you
We got
say
a cat
no.
fight
You're
coming
an adult.
up. Cat fight. You back off. Todd's mine. Everybody knows Todd's mine, Janae.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Cora, did he ever give you any indication that he was in a relationship, or are you just jumping to conclusions?
I'm just thinking he never gave off anything like that, but you never know nowadays.
It's Janae's fault, for sure. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, get him on the phone, and we'll find out what happens, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Todd, please?
Speaking?
Hey, Todd, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
What's that?
It's a radio show, a morning show.
Okay. Wait, are you guys the country station that plays a kid on the air?
No. We are not.
We're very far from that.
That could pretty much be any country station in the world. Yes, we don't have our child on the air like everybody else does.
Okay.
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update, though, where if somebody goes out on a date with someone and then they start getting blown off, they ask us to call that person and find out why. And that's why I'm calling you today.
Okay.
A girl that you sort of went on a date with, at least met, her name is Cora. She emailed us and wanted me to see if I get you on the phone and ask why you keep blowing her off.
Oh. Well, I'm not blowing her off. I'm still talking to her. I'm still texting her and keeping lines of communication open. I haven't seen her.
Why don't you want to see her, though?
Well, it's kind of a personal issue I'm dealing with.
Right.
I let her know I've been feeling under the weather. It's, I have been seeing a doctor. It's nothing life-threatening. It's a personal thing. Frankly, I don't really know why you're so concerned.
Well, I'm not. I mean, I hope you're doing all right. Yeah. But Cora's the one that's concerned.
Well, it's a personal thing.
So here,
I'm trying to.
I'll tell you this, Todd. Cora thinks that you might be lying to her.
Wait, she thinks I'm lying?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not lying.
Okay, you're not lying. Do you like her?
Well, yeah, absolutely. She's great.
Okay. Well, my advice would be to be honest with her about what's going on and maybe let us know, because if you don't, you might lose the opportunity to go out with her.
Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about that. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing.
Can you give us anything that we can go back to her with and say, hey, he still likes you, but, he's got a growth on his chest and he's getting that removed? I don't know. He's got another head growing out of his shoulder. Whatever it is.
All right. It's just, I mean, it's probably not that serious, but I'm embarrassed by it. So I went to the doctor and I found out I have this issue. I'd been feeling kind of off for a while, just weird. So I went and I found out I have low T.
What?
Low testosterone.
Yeah, and it's embarrassing. And I
Is that the reason you're not calling her back, because you have low T?
The guy's embarrassed by it. You guys are so mean.
I have low T. You do? So I can bond with this dude. I've taken like testosterone shots and everything. I've got low T and high estrogen, man. That doesn't mean that you can't go out with the girl.
No, it's embarrassing. Like I want to feel like I have like a full tank of tea.
A full tank?
Get your tea up there before you take a girl out.
As a girl, I don't think that we notice tea. I'm just saying, I don't know how it makes you feel different. Maybe
confidence-wise. Is your confidence shot because you got low T?
Yeah, it's partially that, but it's just something I'm trying to work out for myself and trying to get myself feeling good. I mean, I've been getting injections and working out, taking fish oil supplements, whatever my doctor's been telling me.
I'm just trying to get that tea up.
So you're trying to get your tea to like a good level for you to feel like you can date again.
I don't know. It's just weird, and I'm embarrassed by it. I want to max out my tea right now.
Oh my God!
Full-blown tea.
I wish women had this discussion. I just don't feel like I have enough estrogen to go out with him right now.
I feel like it's more in your head than it actually is in your tea. or where your tea is held. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't feel like the kind of man that I want to be when I go out with her. You know, I want her to get the full me.
Maybe going out with her, you like her so much, that might help raise your tea. You're like, oh man, when I'm around you, there's a tea coursing through my veins.
You guys would think I'm crazy, but you know, this is how I feel. It's, you know, I'm trying to do this and feel good about her and about myself.
So when I talk to her, you just want me to tell her he's got something going on. He will eventually go out with you. It just might take a while and some tea to get that.
Not some tea. No
Okay,
tea.
don't tell her about the tea. Just tell her that you do like her.
Yeah.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I have to let you know she kind of knows about the tea.
Excuse me?
She sort of knows. Because she's actually listening on the other line right now.
Oh, my God.
Hi.
Oh, my God. I can't believe this is happening.
It's okay. I mean, I'm glad it's not something else. I don't.
Yeah.
What does it mean? What does it mean that? What, like, you know, if you don't work, like downstairs doesn't work at all.
No, it's just I got low T.
Well, I don't. Does it, like, what does it affect really? What does it have to do with going on a date and just talking and getting to know each other?
I can't explain it. It's just, you don't want to date low key Todd. You don't want to. This is gonna be good. This is a good thing. If you can just give me a little more time just to get my testosterone back up, just, you know, raise my levels up. I promise it will be worth it.
We're not going to do anything on the first date. Like, what are you saying?
No. I'm not suggesting that, you know, like anything's gonna happen. But when my tee is up, all the cards will fall into place.
So Todd, are you refusing to go out with her again until you get your testosterone back to the level you want it to be at?
Well, I want to feel, you know, like I can be the kind of guy around her that I know I can be, and I think this will
Todd,
do it.
your confidence is shot, man.
you need your
like
tea.
you forget about the tea, man. Confidence starts in your head.
I just, you know, low T Todd just doesn't work. You know, he's not happy. High T Todd is that, you know, I feel like I'm gonna really be able to explore who I am with you, and you know.
Are you going to refer to yourself as low T and high T Todd, though?
No. It's just, you know, for argument's sake, I just, you know, the version of me that you're getting right now, I feel like I could be better for you, because I think you deserve that.
It's pretty nice, Cora.
I don't really care how much tea you have. Like, I think I just like you, and you don't have to really worry about that.
You hear that, Todd? You don't have to impress her with your testosterone levels. And that's nice. Not a lot of women are like that. Todd, would you like to go out with Cora on a second date? We will pay for it.
You know, I'd prefer to wait a little longer, but I don't want to miss out on anything we could have. I don't want to miss out on any experience with you.
Yes?
So, yeah, definitely.
All right, buddy.
All right, Todd.
Look at
There you
that.
go. First step in getting your tea back, making a decision.
That's like mental
Congratulations, you guys. Cora, you got your second date.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey.
I'm still going to keep working on this T level, but, yeah, I definitely want to see you, Cora.
Awesome, Todd.
Yes.
That's great. See, your tea, I guarantee your tea is getting back up there. That shows me that you're at least like a 200 with your tea.
I feel like you're his testosterone coach.
Yeah, I am. Todd,
Medium T, bro.
Todd, I'm going to be your testosterone mentor, okay?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.